Hello guys, welcome today to PB Trading official YouTube channel. My name is Nanapra. Now today we're going to do a quick market flashcard of a few trades we took within the just ended week. We're going to look at a few things we saw, what perspectives were having for these trades, what we're expecting to happen and what really happened in the market. Now before we get into these setups or these videos, kindly make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that already. Watch, share our videos, like them, subscribe to the channel and get notified anytime we drop a video content like that. Now let's quickly get on into the videos and see what was going to happen. Now our first trade we're going to look at was a USDJPY 30 minutes time frame. This was a quick intraday trade that we took on our VIP channel. I don't know for sure if we took it in our free channel, if this trade was called in our free Telegram channel. I don't remember, but I remember for sure it was definitely taken in our VIP channel. Now we are looking at what we saw in USDJPY was a shift in market structure. Now before, price was initially in an overall uptrend, was pushing up into these zones, came into this quick consolidation here, and then finally broke this old lows. You can see price failed to make new highs at this point. Price, after making all this big push into the upside, failed to push up again, breaking these highs, and then came back to break old lows. Now this is the first indication of a shift in order flow or shift in market structure from a bullish order flow to a bearish order flow. For those who have watched or for those who are in my mentorship, you understand what this means. If an old low is broken in an uptrend like that, this is the first indication of a shift in market structure. Of course, I have a video on YouTube explaining what market structure is. Understanding market structure, I have it on YouTube. You can just quickly check it out and just give you a bit more understanding on what I'm trying to show you here. So breaking market structure, and as usual, when we have a break in market structure, we have a pullback into structure. At this point, you had a break in market structure and a pullback into structure on our WIMP candle here. Of course, our magic candle came to our rescue again in this instance. And again, I have a video on magic candles on my YouTube, free for you guys to just watch and learn from it. You can just check my video out on magic candles or our WIMP candles and how you can use it profitably in the market. Price broke market structure, pull back into our WIMP candle, and that was our entry into this trade. We are hoping that price will at least break these lows, and at this point, at the point where this lows was taken out, we took partial profits from this trade, and then we had our take profits in these zones here. Now let's see what happens. So this was a beautiful trade. Now the reaction on the WIMP candle was interesting. Price pushed up, well into the WIMP candle and gave a beautiful reaction. Broke these lows here. At this point, we took partial profit and then came down, consolidated a bit here, scared us a bit, but price was so close to our take profit. We left it and our take profit was finally hit wonderfully. For a quick 1 to 4 risk reward ratio on this trade, USDJPY for 30 minutes was wrapped up nicely in our VIP channel. Now let's quickly move on to GBPUSD 1 hour time frame. Now for this trade, I remember very well calling it live in our free Telegram channel as well. Now if you haven't joined our free Telegram channel, you can join it through a link in my Instagram bio at PBTrading2. So I have a link to my free Telegram channel in my Instagram bio. So just go check out my Instagram profile, check out my bio, and you can see the link to our free Telegram channel in there in my bio at PBTrading2 on Instagram. Make sure you follow us on Instagram as well. Now we had for GBPUSD was a classic trade. Classic because we all know heads and shoulders are classic patterns. For some reason, traders seem to think these heads and shoulders patterns, double tops, double bottoms, these patterns are old-fashioned, and most traders really actually ignore them. But there's nothing so old-fashioned in trading. GBPUSD formed the heads and shoulders pattern. It wasn't a very clean heads and shoulders pattern. Like I've been telling my students all the time, you are not going to get a clean heads and shoulders pattern. Most traders would have missed this because most traders are always expecting a clean left head, clean left shoulder, clean head, and then clean right shoulder. You are not going to get that in the market. The market is It's not as easy as it looks on books on paper. So we always have to look at for the ones that are not so clean and they are not so straightforward. This is a clear heads and shoulders pattern. Now what you saw is heads and shoulders pattern form and then break a neckline or the base here. You saw price form the heads and shoulders pattern and break through this base here or the neckline. So all we're expecting was price to push back into the zones again for our sell entry. We had our sell limit here, just waiting for price to hit it, and then we will be in the trade. We put our stop loss safely above this small highs here, and also safely above our bearish order block here. In case price wanted to push into the bearish order block, we're still going to be safe. Now this is what happened. Price pushed a little bit into the zone. Of course, our stop loss was safe, and then pushed back down beautifully. Gave a small consolidation here, and I trusted to our take profits wonderfully. This trade was called live in our free Telegram channel, and all my free members enjoyed this trade wonderfully. Now let's move on to our last trade, Euro GBP 15 minutes time frame. Now before this 15 minutes time frame, I initially saw Euro GBP 1 hour time frame putting up a big bearish order block here. Now I had to scale down to get a 15 minutes accumulation, Wyckoff accumulation here. That was unfolding. It wasn't a complete accumulation, but I saw a preliminary resistance here. The buy climax at this point gave a good automatic reaction, pulled back close to our buy climax in our secondary test, broke the lows of this automatic reaction to form our minor signs of weakness, because drifted up again to our secondary test in phase B. So our secondary test, this time in phase B, price dripped down a little bit, and I was expecting price to push up into our uptrust to form our UT before we have a break back into structure. So I took my entry here and I put my stop loss below the lows of our minor signs of weakness here. And then this was a very simple, straightforward, easy. It took just about an hour and a half to hit our take profit. And it was a wonderful trade. Price pushed up nicely, trusted up nicely, took out our buy climax, highs of our buy climax, into our uptrust zones. Now I'm actually still monitoring this trade for a pullback into structure and probably LPR for an entry back into our major signs of weakness. So I'm still monitoring this trade. Now these are the few trades we took this week, the things we're expecting to happen and what really happened. If you have enjoyed this video, if you have learned something from it, make sure you share this video. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and get notified anytime I drop videos like this. My name is Nana Pra. This is PB Trading official YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys again later.